I, like a lot of people at the minute, have been playing the hell out of Crimson Desert. It's finally scratched the itch that Skyrim and The Witcher 3 has left me writhing around with. I love the world, I love the exploration, and I love some of the bosses. But I've discovered some really interesting and creepy stuff that I haven't seen many people discussing. There are colossal skeletons in hidden locations centering around Pailune, and I believe some of these could be linked as part of a bigger story running all the way through the history of Pywel. I'll get onto the potential links between them as we progress through this mystery together. So sit back, relax, and let's look at Crimson Desert's big skeletons. The first spot that I want to show you is just to the west of Pailune City and just next to the L of the actual word itself. Now it takes some discovering, especially if you're like me and for some reason you chose to spawn on the other side of the mountain and then climb for 20 minutes to get over. Come on! Wandering around the snowy tundra, I couldn't find any sign of my target, as all Reddit could come up with was some vague pictures. Leaping into the air, I see a giant hole in the lower section of the mountain. Gliding over, I could already feel the uneasy vibes that this pit was creating. Getting closer, the true horror of this mountainside tomb is revealed. Sitting idle at the bottom, half moulded into the cliff face, is a huge dead being. Whether machine or man is hard to tell from this distance. But either way, it's terrifying and cool as fuck. Entering the pit, the true size of this corpse can fully be taken in. A titan of both stone and metal sitting waiting at the bottom of a hidden tomb. Is that not just like the sickest thing ever? The overbearing presence that this thing gives off is undeniable. I found myself in awe of this looming terror. Its size compared to Cliff, not the thing, the guy there, does a really good job of adding to the terror. Surrounding our friend here are various giant gears and other ancient machinery, the purpose of which is unknown. Now as for the thing itself, if we take a closer look, its feet almost look made of stone, but the rest of it looks, in my opinion, like metal. You can see this clearer when you look at those horrific talons it has for hands. You can see the joints in the fingers and then underneath some kind of spear for movement. Moving up to the chest and head, I think you can clearly see that its design works with a lot of the technology of the world and the Abyss architecture. This thing could come to life at any second, but yet it sits dormant, waiting or dead. I even climbed up on him and onto his back, and you can see that the rib cage is now melded with the rock behind. Now, where the mystery begins, just underneath his legs, there's a hidden cave. Traversing into this cave, it's revealed as Aitor's cave, which I will get onto in a second. But at the end of this cave, there is a green tree made of orbs. It lights up the dark, but it shifts as we move around it. The significance of this, I have no idea, but it's kind of cool. Reading the cave's lore entry, it states, a cave
hidden within a massive hole on Silverwolf Mountain. The entrance is nearly impossible to find unless you closely inspect the feet of Aitor, a colossal ancient weapon resting there as if in slumber. It remains unknown what terrors or secrets lurk at the end of these deep, dark caves.
So this is very interesting and very confusing, actually, as Aitor is an Archon, a remnant of a forgotten age, a huge weapon, a being of immense power, and that thing outside is him. But wait, you can also fight Aitor as part of the Sanctum questlines, I think, and he looks completely different, and he's called Aitor, the Archon of Antumbra, and is like maybe a spirit or the physical being himself. I don't know, I haven't got to him yet, so I'm as confused as everybody else is. Are these two the same thing? Let me know if you know, or let me know if you've done this quest and the answers are revealed, because researching it I couldn't really find a direct answer. Another bonus in this area that I'll let you know on is behind this very spinny wall. There's a hidden chest with a cool axe inside, so enjoy that on me. Have lots of fun. You're welcome. Looking around the top of Aitor's hole, there really is nothing else to discover. No more pieces of the puzzle, just empty silence and the ever-looming threat of this sleeping giant waiting in the shadow of the mountain. Now moving on from there, something I quickly wanted to talk about is Five Finger Mountain. This rock formation sits atop a nearby cliff. And it's called 5 Fingers, as it looks like what's in my arsehole right now. And I mean, it looks like an open hand. And what I want to say is now that we've seen Aitor's remains and how stoned he looks, and by that I mean he looks like he's semi-made of stone, is it such a far stretch to think that this rock formation could actually be a colossal hand of a dead god, long gone and buried within the mountain? I don't know. Food for thought. Maybe it's just rocks, maybe it's not. Moving on from here, I wanted to find a skeleton that was rumored to be in the Waywood woods. After a bit of looking around, I found it. A giant whale or some kind of creature lies long dead within the depths of the woods. This skeleton is huge and is also guarding or coming out of this tunnel or cave, whatever this is. Interestingly, this cave isn't accessible, even though we can see right inside there. Maybe they're going to change this later down the line, but I don't really know. Just seems like you can squeeze in there. No. Now shifting our focus back to Aitor and the mystery of his remains, I want to show you 2 really cool sites with some creepy and pretty metal secrets inside. Just to the right of the eye in Pailune, journey up the cliffside and you can stumble across this. A huge humanoid skeleton half dug out of the snow.
Wow.
Is that not just the coolest thing ever? I love this. You can just stumble upon this and be like, what the hell is that? It's just immense world building and it's just, look at it. That's got to do something to you. So what's the significance of this skeleton to the mystery of Aitor and the larger world? Well, there's another one of these things, and it's all the way across the other side of the mountains in a really off the beaten path area. It's quite hard to find, but it's around here. Now this skeleton site has a remembrance and a key bit of lore revealed in that dialogue, which I will let play right now.
It feels as if it's about to come alive. These ribs are bigger than a fence, and its skull is as large as a boulder. Could it be connected to the ancient beings? To think such a being truly existed!
It must have been buried here for ages. The records are gone, but the traces remain.
If a giant such as this still lived, I'd not wish to imagine it.
It would have devoured mountains and villages whole.
Interesting, right? These skeletons are completely unknown to the people of Pywel, but they know that they are ancient and they are scared even of the thought of these big, huge, massive skeleton creatures. Now, most interestingly, exploring the skeleton's remains, you can actually find one of the coolest and strongest swords in the game, stabbed straight through the jaw of the giant, Dark Bringer. And reading the weapon's description, something very, very interesting is revealed. It's got a unique ability called Aitor's Orb. Now what the hell does this all mean? All of these remains, including the Aitor machine, are in Pailune, and Aitor himself portrayed as an ancient being taller than the average bloke. In some cases, way taller, if they are the same thing. Now the questions that I want to propose to you: could these giants have been Aitor's rivals or enemies? Could he have slain some of them and then lost his weapon embedded in one of the dead foes? And that's what made him weak enough to be defeated, leaving his machine body on the cliffside and then him sort of gaining a new spirit form that is what we fight in the game later on. Think about it. I have no idea. I suppose the mystery may be answered in time. But I am very, very interested to know your thoughts and feelings on this whole thing. Have you been playing Crimson Desert? Have you found these skeletons or any other mysteries that you think relate to this topic? I don't really think many people have spoken about this right now, as the game's relatively new. So I just wanted to put my thoughts forward before all the immense lore videos come out. But yeah, let me know. What do you think? Do you think I'm onto something here, or am I just completely off the flipping scale nuts? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and give it a hype if that comes up, because they help an immense amount. Subscribe if you want to, and go watch my other video on big skeletons that I did across a lot of different games. That was from like last year, but it's a pretty good video, so give that a watch if you want. But apart from that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.